Hello to everyone who stumbled upon this video through some algorithmic misfortune. For the next few minutes, I won't be telling you how to become rich and how to go from $0 to $1 million in 13 microseconds, or how to turn your life into a rap video. Trying the methods mentioned in this video probably won't get you where you want to be. However, doing the exact opposite of some of these methods probably won't get you there either. You can continue watching with the comfort of not taking any action. So, without wasting any more time, let's start wasting more time. First of all, being broke gives you a significant advantage when trying to get rich. So, there's no need to despair. There are many people behind you on the road to becoming a millionaire. However, there's a group of people who are even more disadvantaged when it comes to getting rich. These are the most hopeless ones, those who are already millionaires, because for someone who's already a millionaire to become a millionaire again, they technically need to lose money first. And as you can imagine, this is a painful and difficult process. However, for someone starting from ground zero, things are always much easier. On the path to making millions, our advantage over someone who already has millions is directly proportional to the size of their fortune. Because the richer a person is, the harder it will be for them to become rich again. The graphic you're currently viewing hasn't been published by any of the world's leading research institutions, nor has it involved extensive studies on a large group of people. Therefore, it's quite unreliable. According to this data, only 0.23% of every 100 millionaires can become millionaires again, while, believe it or not, only 0.03% of every 1,000 poor people can become millionaires. As we can understand from these numbers, being poor is our greatest advantage on the road to becoming rich. And knowing our positive aspects is one of the most powerful tools we can use on this journey. Therefore, let's continue our journey by adding being broke to our list of advantages. Here are the methods that will take you to the next level. Method 1. Having a good marriage. Finding a good life partner could be one of the indirect ways to reach wealth. Technically, you may not be considered rich, but you can ensure living at the same standards as a rich person by having a rich partner. This way, you can elevate your position without taking on the responsibilities that come with money. However, there's a point to be cautious about. You should always be on guard, because your economic prosperity will be quite fragile. Since you're not the actual controller of the money, things can go wrong at any moment, and you can lose the privileges you gained with the money you didn't own. Method 2. Working in a traditional job. There's no solid evidence supporting that working in a traditional job linearly increases income. All these evidence tell us if you work consistently, your income can always show an upward trend or not. According to Jane Doe, a 5-year-old leading statistician, the relationship between work and money will always remain a relationship. As seen in the graph from her study published in 2023, even though income may occasionally decrease as working hours increase, it tends to remain mostly constant. And this shows us that we can become rich by working. At this point, let me digress to provide some information about Jane Doe. In addition to her work in this field, she has conducted numerous other studies. The relationship between the number of toys owned and parental pressure, the possibility of increasing the amount of chocolate in cookies leading to a chocolate crisis in the world are just a few of her popular studies. But the most important study for me was the article she published on how watching cartoons increases the speed of snails by 5 times. In her study conducted on more than 5 snails, she examined how fast they move compared to various cartoons and turned these findings into a meaningful analysis. She also has a very informative and eye-opening YouTube channel. You can access it from here. Method 3. Social media content creation. This is one of the most profitable jobs of recent times, and you can achieve a fortune in a short time with this method. The variety within it offers you the chance to become not only rich, but unexpectedly famous as well. What you need to do is quite simple. Create visuals according to your own talent. It doesn't matter what kind of things you will do. According to experts, not having the slightest idea about the topic of your video is one of the biggest factors increasing your chances of views. What if you're an ordinary person with no talent? Don't worry. There are plenty of options for you too. Here are some of them. Number 1. You can apply various makeup products or cosmetic substances to your face and make short talks about them. The important thing here is to keep the speeches short. Remember, your goal is not to encourage viewers to think, but to persuade them to purchase the products you recommend. So, speak briefly and to the point. Number 2. You can cook. There are 2 important points to note in this type. large portions, and excessive use of ingredients. The amount of cheese you use should be so much that it spills out of the plate. The second important point comes during the video editing stage. Excessive jump cuts. You need to set an interval for yourself. Studies conducted by Uranus State University show that the amount of jump cuts used in cooking videos reduces the cooking time of the food. Therefore, they recommend you to incorporate jump cuts at least 3 times per second while editing. They underline that this will reduce your electricity usage and enable you to produce more eco-friendly videos. Number 3, you can give advice in your videos on how people can make a lot of money. The important point in this type is to tone what you say as if it were very meaningful and speak with complete seriousness. Of course, one of the indispensables of this style is being in luxurious places unnecessarily and showing that money is actually worthless to you. A warning: a small initial investment is almost a must for such videos. You may need to pour ketchup on a Bugatti seat and then remove and throw away the seat afterwards. Before you start, it's important to consider these costs. These are just some of the things you can do. You can earn millions of dollars using various social media tools. But remember, as an ordinary person once said, content is nothing. Method 4. Investing in various stock markets. Investing in various stock markets can be one of the important tools that can help you achieve high profits using small savings. It can be your biggest supporter on the road to becoming rich. It also offers you a wide range. You can lose money by buying and selling cryptocurrencies, stocks, gold, silver, or even coffee. The graphic you see on the screen shows the distribution of hair colors of small investors who entered these markets with great hopes in the last 50 years. As you can see, the number of those who have reached wealth in this way is not negligible at all. According to the renowned economist John Doe, who is considered as the godfather of the economy, being in the markets should be a secondary priority for everyone. He emphasizes that it is crucial for small investors to fill the markets so that larger investors can earn more. In fact, in his book, The Power of the Poor, Enriching the Rich, which is not considered one of the most important works of modern economics, he frequently emphasizes the importance of investment and argues that constantly stopping the game in basketball reduces the excitement on the field. And in the same book, he repeats the following sentence many times: although we try to convince people that it resembles chess, the stock market actually resembles poker. If you're interested, you can also check out his other books. Here are some of them. Trade in the Marvel Universe, The Impact of Hogwarts Annual Tuition Fees on Students, Financial Regulations to be Made in the Barbie World. All of these books are masterpieces and will greatly support you in understanding the system. We've thoroughly examined 4 methods you can try to get rich, looked at some studies, and built very strong arguments. As a result, as you've noticed, getting rich is not as easy as it may seem. Many studies that have not been conducted indicate that the number of those who become rich among those aspiring to become wealthy is truly negligible. Therefore, you can also succeed. Your chances are quite high. If you still can't succeed, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't take responsibility for any failure. The one that is faulty is always the world itself. And perhaps true wealth lies elsewhere, not in your bank accounts. Finally, the graph on the screen is from my book, To Like or Not to Like. That's the question. As you can see in this graph, liking and commenting don't increase the usage life of your computer or phone by 4 times. So, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and show it to your pet. Stay tuned for more.